Guys, am I audible?
Yes, Kesari.
Okay, great. So, guys, today's topic would be time and work. It is closely related to the topic we did in the last class, and the concepts are quite similar as well. But the important part is this chapter comparatively is much more easier to comprehend and to understand if done correctly than the last part. The previous chapter does take quite some time to understand. This is fairly easy and simple. Like the number of templates on which the questions can be asked are fixed, and that's why this is easier to say. Also, guys, just before starting today's session, has everybody gone through the recordings of the last session? I mean, the last topic.
Yes, Kesari.
Okay, all right, great. So first, what I will show you is I will give you 2-3 templates on how the questions are asked and how to approach such questions, and then we'll start solving the questions because I don't think then you will find any difficulty in the questions. The questions are fairly easy, and even if they are tough, I think you should be sufficiently equipped to solve the questions as well. So starting of time and work. So generally, as we had discussed the previous concept of AB is equal to C, that would be the basic concept. But here I would use the same concept but describe it differently. Like everybody is clear with the concept of these two things.
Yes, from my side.
Anybody who has any doubt can ask me right now what these are or how these work. HCF and LCM. HCF is highest common factor, LCM is lowest common multiple. Because we will be using these effectively, and this would be like your cheat codes for the exam. Those who are into gaming very much, yeah, these two would be your cheat codes that you have to use. Also, now the important part, the key points that you need to know while solving the questions are the payment that anybody gets is directly proportional to work, and work is equal to work rate into time. So this you can basically equate to like distance is equal to speed into time. Yeah, that's on similar regards. The work formula works similarly. That's why I said AB is equal to C is what we will use exclusively. Now, whenever I am given a scenario, as in let us say there are two people, A and B. Now A takes 15 days to complete a task. B takes any number, let's say 20 days to complete a task. Now you can do it by various methods given in the books and all. Like you might also use the approach that you must have learned in your school days, but we won't do it by that method. Like I said, we are not here to learn maths, we are here to improve our quantitative aptitude. So in that regards, the approach that will easily work for you guys is, which is the least common multiple of these two numbers?
5.
Least common multiple, not HCF. You're telling me HCF.
60.
60.
60, exactly. So let us take the total work to be 60 units. मतलब 60 यूनिट्स का वर्क है. like it says, suppose 60 boxes उठाने हैं, you have to pick up 60 boxes. A takes 15 days to complete that task and B takes 20 days to complete that task. Now if A takes 15 days, how many boxes will he pick up in one day?
4.
4. And how many will B pick up?
3.
3.
3. Now the questions that you will be asked is fairly simple. You have the distance, you have the speed, and you have the time. Now questions will be asked on different fronts. like A works on one day, B works on alternate day, one more C joins. So what you will have to do, you will have to calculate the work rate of C as well, and so on and so forth, and to in how much time will you solve it. Now let's take the one template for now, that is if they both work for alternate days, in how many days can the task be done. So for first day, A will work 4 units, B 3 units. So in 2 days, this cycle will repeat again and again. So in 2 days 7 units है, तो 60 by 7 कितना आता है? 7 8 is 56. So 8 units ऐसा combined हो गया. This is one block. ऐसे 8 blocks हो गए. उसके बाद 4 is remaining. 4 is remaining. That means just A will have to work extra apart from it.
Yes.
And each block consists of 2 days here, right? So the total days would be 8 into 2, that is 16, and one that only A will work, that is 17. So can I say if they both work alternatively, my work will be done in 17 days? Did you guys understand this approach? Anybody, any doubt regarding this? Ask me right now.
Can you repeat it once?
Sorry, I wasn't able to hear you.
Can you repeat it once, please?
Okay, yeah. The whole approach or any specific part you are asking?
Just alternating one.
Okay, yeah, sure. So according to the question, if it is given A and B work alternatively, like A works for the first day, then B will work on the second day, then again A will work on third day, B will work on fourth day. So can I say after 2 days the pattern is repeating? I can say
Yes.
that, right? So
Yes.
in 2 days, effectively the work done by them is 7 units, and this
Yes.
7 units gets repeated every day. So if I calculate 60 divided by 7, can I get the number of these blocks? I am taking 2 days as one block. Okay. Can I say 60 by 7, that would give me 8 point something, because 7 8 is 56. I don't want the fraction part right now.
Yeah.
Can I say it will take 8 complete blocks and something remaining?
Yes.
And each block is of 2 days. So from here 8 into 2, 16 aa jayega.
Yeah.
Now what is remaining? 4 units of work is remaining. And now we have A ka turn. So can we say on next day A will work only 4 units and the work will be done? So we will add just one more, 2 8 2s are 16, that is 17. So this is how we'll get 17 days, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now what if I modify the question and say they both have the same speed through which they work? Now instead it is 62 units of work. Okay. Yeah, their speed is same. Even this is the same, but 2 extra units were added on the second last or third last day. Now how much time will be taken to complete the work?
18 days.
Exactly, 18 days. 17 day tak 4 units of work A had finished. Now it's B's turn to work, and only 2 units are done because 60 units have already been covered up and 2 units are remaining. So on the last day B will work only for 2 days. So effectively it will be 18 days, but if I want the answer in fraction, will it be 17 2 by 3 days? Because C won't work for complete full day, right? How will we get this? Or after 17 days, whose chance it is to work? B's chance. How much does B work in a single day? 3 units. But how much is remaining to work? Just 2 units are remaining. So can I say B will have to work only 2 by 3 days? Guys, are you able to understand this?
Yes.
Anybody, any doubt? Ask me right now. No doubts? All right then. Sure. What another type of question you can face is similar. Like generally you will be faced with question that A gets 400 rupees per day, B gets 300 rupees per day. So what will be the total cost? Instead of time, they will give you the cost. Or there's one more pattern. This is the work done. There will be one more pattern, and that would be quite similar. That would be there's a tanker and there are two taps. So this fills the complete tanker in 3 hours. This fills the complete tanker if work individually in 4 hours. So effectively, if they start working together, how many hours will they take? What should be my approach, guys, here? What is the first step I should do?
Calculate the work.
Exactly. No, take the LCM.
Yeah, that is correct number of units of work.
Yeah. So how much will be the LCM of these two numbers?
12.
12. So if I take 12 liters is the capacity of this tanker. So how much will this fill in 1 hour? If the tanker is of 12 liters and this
4
tap
liters.
A, okay, great. 4 liters, 12 by 3.
Yep.
And how will B fill 12 liters in 4 hours? 12 liters in 4 hours. So in 1 hour, how much will B fill? 3 liters. Right? So effectively, if I say they start working together, both of these taps. So in 1 hour, how much is both A and B filling? How many liters?
7.
7 liters. Perfect. So if I have to calculate the number of hours, can I do 12 by 7? This is the time they will take to fill the total part.
Yes.
Job done. This is how you will be asked basically. Sometimes you will be given differences as to for first hour or half an hour this was open, the next half hour this was open. So how you will proceed is, see, for first half an hour only A is open. So in half an hour how much will A fill? 2 liters. Next half an hour B is remaining. So how much will B fill now? 1.5 liters. So in 1 hour, are they filling 3.5 liters? Now the question asked is, in how much time will they fill? So can I say 12 by 3.5, which gives me 3 point something something? That means for 3 hours, you will get complete work done by both of them and then the remaining part. So what is 3.5 into 3? 10.5. That means 10.5 liters water will get filled in 3 hours, wherein half an hour this will work and half an hour this will work. So total we will get 3 shifts, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. And in this 3 hours, 10.5 liters will get filled. Now whose turn it is to fill the tanker after 3 hours?
B.
No, A.
A.
1,
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in 3 hours, we'll have total 6 shifts, right? So after, this is end of 1 hour. This is end of second hour. This is end of third hour. So after end of third hour, again, who will fill first? A will fill, right? So now 10.5 liters and we have 12. How much is remaining? 1.5. That will be
1.5.
filled by A. So this is how the questions you will get basically, and this is how the part would be done. And this is the standard basic approach. However, the question twisted might be just use the LCM method, calculate how much they do per unit time, and then go with the flow of the question. Nothing fancy, nothing difficult. Anybody, any doubt, ask me right now.
I have one doubt, Kesri. Like
Yeah,
it
go
might
ahead.
be very silly, but then can you just make a standard rule that okay, in these conditions we have to use LCM, and in these conditions we have to use HCF, so that when a question pops, in front of us, and we have to decide which one to take, because sometimes it so happens that we have to do an HCF instead of an LCM. So in such cases, can you please just say us a standard practice that we can follow?
Okay. Till now, have I used HCF anywhere?
No.
Basically, you don't have to use HCF.
Okay. So there's no
I
such
had asked.
question.
I had asked in the beginning HCF and LCM because they are kind of interrelated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, HCF won't be required. See, why am I using an LCM is so that to ease your calculations.
Okay.
Because you won't need a calculator to solve such questions. That's the only thing I'm making you use LCM. Otherwise, you can directly solve it with equations under 3 minutes. Everybody can solve it in 3 minutes. If a serious candidate is solving a paper, he can easily solve such questions in 3 minutes. What LCM will ensure is that will ease your calculations and time, and you can solve it under a minute, thus helping you to give more time so that you can solve the tough questions. And time and work questions generally appear to be moderate, but trust me, they are easy. They are not moderate also. They appear to be moderate only because they look calculation intensive. That's it. They are not even moderate questions. I mean, time and distance can be a moderate, time and work is not moderate.
Kesari, one doubt.
Yeah.
So now let's take in the previous example where 15 and 20 days are the capacities.
Okay.
So in that case, finding LCM is a straightforward thing. So now let's say if there are 3-4 people involved and we have to find the number of work, can we just multiply the number of days to get the number of units?
That's why I had asked in the beginning, HCF and LCM. See, 15 into 20, if you do,
If it is 3-4 people, then
see, if you do 15 into 20, what will you get? You will
300.
get 300. You can work with that, but your number will get bigger.
Okay.
Instead of 60, you will get 300, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you will have to work with bigger numbers. The approach will remain the same.
Yes, sometimes taking LCMs might consume some time. Like if it is
No, it won't. See, okay. What is the LCM of 5 and 12?
60,
17 and 13?
17 3, 17, 13, 13 7, 21, 91,
17 and 13.
91.
No. 13 and 7, nahi. 17 and 13. 1 7 and 1 3.
That I don't know. 17 into 13 basically.
See, you already know that. You already know when to multiply two numbers, when not to multiply two numbers. Sometimes you should try to trust your brain. We are born intelligent. We just doubt ourselves a lot.
Do that.
See, you will automatically come to know when you have to multiply directly the numbers if they do not have any common factor and all. See, we can discuss this in great detail when we will be doing the numbers part from next week. Okay, there's nothing to worry regarding that part, but yeah, for now, you will easily come to know when to take multiplication, when not to take multiplication of numbers for LCM, but it won't consume more time. Trust me, the numbers are not at all difficult.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody, any else doubts? Any doubt? Okay. Since we don't have any doubt, then let's move forward. So this is your first question, guys, and 2 minutes. I won't give you 3 minutes for any such question. Barely there would be a 3-minute question. So yeah, 2 minutes, guys. Please start. If you have any doubt after reading a question, you can ask me. Not an issue. But answer me privately. One more minute, guys. Surprisingly, I don't have any answer yet. That's shocking. Thirty seconds more, guys. Yes, Uttam, right answer. Time's up, guys. Just received one answer. Where did you guys get stuck? I need to know.
I basically found out the number of units of work, like
Minutes.
units of work.
Okay, units. Yeah.
Yeah, so it came up to like 30 units of work.
Okay.
So if 30 units of work should be done by Anwar, so I'm not able to calculate Anwar ka speed.
Okay. I think you got confused somewhere. You're not stuck. You're confused. Different thing. Anybody else? Where did you guys get stuck, or what you did not understand? Speak
Is
up,
the
guys.
answer 900 KSD?
No, it's not 900.
What I did was I went with the standard approach. What I did is if it takes 100 rupees per day and it would take 600 rupees for completing the work. If A would do it, then obviously it would take 6 days to complete the entire work.
Yes, perfect.
So I took the entire 1 unit work as 100.
Okay.
Then I calculated efficiency of A, which will be 100 by 6, B will be 100 by 15, and C would be 100 by 30.
Hmm.
And then what we have to do is add up all these efficiency into some value X, which will be is equals to again 100 units.
Okay.
So what I found out the value of X, which was 3 by 8. So now that means if all three of them work together, they would complete a day, they would complete the work in less than a day itself.
Okay.
So, I started multiplying 3 by 8 to each of their individual costs. For example, okay, here is a mistake that I did. I multiplied with 600, 900, and 1200. I should have multiplied it with a 100, 60, and 40. I would get the answer.
Exactly. See.
Last
Same mistake I did.
I got it.
Now see, guys, how you should have approached this. 600 is the total cost 8x, and A ka daily wages 100. So A will work for 6 days, B will work for 900 by 60, 15 days.
Days.
C will work for
30 days.
1200 by 40, that is 30 days. अब इन तीनों का LCM क्या है guys? 30.
Yes.
So let us take, see, what they did is, I basically was giving you the question like this. They introduced one more stage before that. So that's, you have to derive these numbers, and hence you got stuck. If I had given you this question directly from here, was this question tough? No, it wasn't. The
No.
only thing is there were some wordings given, and from that you had to write this part. Now, if I take the units as 30, A takes 6 days. So in 6 days he does 30 work. How much will he do in one day?
5.
5 units. Similarly, B will do 2 units. C will do 1 unit.
Yes.
So in one day, if all of them work together, how much units of work will they do?
8.
8. So basically they will work for 30 by 8 days in total.
Yes.
If you multiply 30 by 8, and since everybody will be working for 30 by 8, it's not alternate wala kuch, no pattern is there. So multiply this by the addition of their current wages, daily wages. This is 200. You multiply this, you will get this answer.
One more mistake. I took 30 as 3. So I got 3.
Avoid silly mistakes, guys. There's nothing, trust me, there's nothing more sinful, I would say, than committing a silly mistake after the exam. Practicing so much, giving up so much for the exam, and then committing a silly mistake. Trust me, it hurts a lot. All right, guys, everybody
one
clear
doubt,
with this?
Kesari.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it was given the last statement that find the cost to Anwar of getting the job done by all.
3 of them.
Oh, right. Okay. Got it. Sorry.
All 3 of them, not one of them.
Mhm.
All 3 means combined. Yeah. Anybody, any doubt? Moving forward, ask me right now. However silly the doubt is, doesn't matter, guys. Speak up, ask it, and get it cleared. Okay, no doubts then. Great. Okay, so yeah, a simple, fairly straightforward question. 2 minutes, yet again. Start. One more minute, guys. It's not a tough question. Yes, Ashvik, it's A. The answer A is right. I'm surprised, guys. At least I should have received more answers by now. Thirty seconds more, guys. Sure, Ashvik, we'll discuss that. Time's up, guys. Where did you guys get stuck? Hello, am I audible?
Basically,
Yes,
so
Kesari.
what I did was I just formed a simple equation that P plus Q into 20 would be given 100 units of work. That is complete. So P plus
Why?
Q,
See, one thing. Why are you going for 100 units of work?
because it's
Always.
easier for
Because
calculation.
no, it is not always easy. 100 is a number when it becomes easy when you are considering percentage profit loss. Like I
So,
said, take an LCM. It would ease up your calculations. See, there's nothing wrong with taking 100. You can take it. The only thing is I want to ease up your calculations.
So, but here two or more quantities are combined together. They're not given individually. So P plus Q, they both do it in 20 days.
Then combine them. What is the issue? You don't worry about it. Mathematics will take care of it. Whatever happens. We'll discuss it. Hold on for a bit. Yeah, guys, others? Where did you guys get stuck?
Kesri, I got stuck up where I got P plus Q can do 3 units of work in per day,
Okay.
and Q plus R can do 4 units per day, and P plus R can do 5 units per day.
Okay.
And from there, I got stuck up.
Okay. All right. At least you took the first step correctly. Others?
I also do the same as Manideep said.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
Hi, Kesari.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I got the answer, but I approached in a different way. So, like,
Okay.
combinedly took the like per day P plus Q both can do 1/20 work.
Acha, you took the equations part.
Yeah, equations part.
Okay.
So,
Sure. No worries. Fine. I just wanted to know the approach, what approach you guys take. That's fine, completely fine. Anybody else, guys, who did not understand the question or got stuck up somewhere else or used completely different logic?
So, Kesari, what I tried doing was I tried to combine the efforts of all the three PQ and R,
Okay.
and then try to reduce the work done by each of them.
And how did you do it?
I I complicated things a lot in this process.
Okay. Did you take the LCM?
I got the answer, Kesari, at last.
Okay, great. All right, guys, this is not a tough one. First, we'll see how the approach for this question is, and then we'll hear from Ashvik, because he has a very interesting thing to do with a logic wherein calculation wasn't required. So we'll see his approach as well. So yeah, guys. So how I would have approached this question is pretty simple. P and Q does the work in 20 days. So I have one number, 20 days. Q and R in 15 days. P and R in 12 days. What is the LCM, guys?
60.
60.
Yes. So let's take the units of work as 60. Now if 60 units of work are done in 20 days, how many units of work are being done here in one day?
3.
Here 4, here 5. So can I say P plus Q in one day is 3. Q plus R in one day is 4. R plus P in one day is equal to 5. Can I say that?
Yes.
So if I combine, do I get 2 times P plus Q plus R is equal to 12?
Yes,
So what is P plus Q plus R?
23.5.
6.
6. How come 23?
Oh, sorry. Okay. No, I did. You did the other one. I tried combining all in the days. Sorry. That's where I went wrong.
You cannot combine the day. You have to combine the work they do in each day. Okay.
Got that, Casey.
So if PQR completely due in 6 days, so if PQR is 6 and P plus Q is 3, how much is R?
3.
3.
3.
Perfect. If PQR is 6, Q plus R is 4, how much is P? 2. Same. PQR is 6 and R plus P is 5. How much is Q?
1.
1. Now you have the work rate, you have the units. 60 by 3 will be the time taken by R. 60 by 2 will be time taken by P, and 60 by 1 will be the time taken by Q. Such a easy question. Straightforward. It will hardly take 30 seconds. That's it. Did you guys understand the method?
Yes.
I am not
Yes,
using
Casey.
any different approach in any other question. For time and work, I have just one template. Always find the LCM, find the work rate of every equipment of whatever and then go as per the question. The mathematics will take care of it. See, here I have done nothing fancy. This is complete mathematics. Like I said, try to find this initial parameters. After that, you will automatically get to know what is to be done. But first reach here. Find out these 3 numbers, calculate the NCM, using LCM calculate these 3 numbers, then move as per the question. You won't even recognize when the answer is in front of you. Now let us hear. Okay, guys. So have you understood the approach? Whatever you have to use in any question, this works in almost close to 70 to 80% of the questions. There are hardly a few questions that you can frame where this approach won't work. Everybody, any doubts? Ask me right now itself. I'll explain it again. Okay. Now let us hear from Asvik as well. He had an interesting approach to share where he did not do any calculation.
I don't know whether it is interesting or not, but so actually I did the same thing which you did, like 5, 3, 4, and 5.
Okay.
And uske baad, what I mean, I didn't know that. I mean, I have added it also P plus Q plus R is equal to 6 also I got, but I didn't know that we can directly substitute that. So what I did was, since we have 60 units of work and all the numbers here are not fractions, are all integers, I just
Okay.
cross check the options which are getting divisible by 60. Now let's take in only option A, if you see 30, 60 and 20 are divisible by 60. The other 3 things, I mean, it's not satisfying everything. So that's how I didn't deduce that.
Okay. That's a great logic. That's a great logic. There's nothing wrong with it. Basically, you try to eliminate the options.
Yes, because
That is
what I
perfect.
felt was, even in 20, 12 and 15, there are no fractions involved. So obviously the end result also shouldn't have any fractions.
Perfect. That is a perfect approach, Ashwik. Great.
Thank you.
See, guys, there's one thing. What we'll do is, like, initially I used to discuss this approach from the beginning, but then I saw ki matlab, according to the class, I need to go a bit slow so that everybody understands this. Hence, I am first using all the basic approach, discussing all the basic approaches. But if you have wonderful approaches, it is perfectly fine. What I have in mind right now is I will be discussing these extra tricks in later sessions when we will have revision sessions, combined revision, like 2-3 chapters combined revision, where we'll discuss tough questions and how to solve it as well. And there we'll discuss such exclusively we'll solve such questions only using those tricks. We won't even have basics, because by then you will have mastered the basics. But if you guys have such and you wish to share it right now, that's completely fine. The only reason I'm not sharing from my side right now such tricks is because I need you guys to get acquainted with the basics currently, so that, see, some tricks work for some questions, some tricks doesn't work for some question. But if you know the basics work for pretty much every question. So it was good, Asvik. You could eliminate the options. It's glad. Yeah, guys. So this question is clear. Anybody, any doubt? I'll be moving forward. Okay, great. Yeah, so easy question again. 2 minutes, guys. Not more than that. One more minute, guys. All right, guys, time's up. I'm still wondering why I haven't received even a single answer. This was an easy question. All right, guys, listen up. Listen up here first. We'll do next the discussion part. But first, let's see here on the screen. So Akbar can do a piece of work in 40 days. I'm searching for my initial numbers. No, Aditya, it's not B. The answer is not B. Ajay can do the same in 60 days. What is the LCM, guys?
120.
120. So how much units of work does Akbar do in one day?
30.
3.
And Ajay?
2.
Okay, great. So 120 units and 3 units per day and 2 units per day by Akbar and Ajay. Now, as per the question, this should be the pretty standard basic that you should have initially followed. Now, Akbar works on a piece of work alone for some days. So this is basically X days into 3 units. Then Ajay joins him and together they complete the work 10 days earlier than the time Akbar alone would have taken. Now, how much does Akbar alone would have taken?
40 days.
40 days. Perfectly. But 10 days before, so it should be
30 days.
completed in 30 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it is asked, after how many days did Ajay join Akbar? Now let's see here, guys. This is a big, I would say, moderate question, but still a pretty solvable one. In 30 days, how much task I have to complete? 120 units.
Yes.
So on an average, how much unit of work should be covered in one day?
40.
4.
4 units.
Yeah.
Akbar works for 3 days and Ajay works for, sorry, Akbar works 3 units, Ajay 2 units. So can I say I basically have to find 3x plus 5 into 30 minus x is equal to 120?
2 into, right? Casey?
No, it's 5.
Okay,
One
combined.
second. It's combined, right? They complete the Ajay joins him and together they complete. Yeah, it's 5. Why 2? Guys, did you understand how I got the equation? Yeah, Asvik, your answer is right. Guys, did you understand
Yes.
how I got this equation? Everybody, the chat box is pretty empty today.
I used substituting the option value like 15 days, 45 units, and the rest 75 units, and like that I did. So that's how I landed up with 15.
Perfect, great. Did you guys understand how this equation came? Yeah, Aditya answer is right. Finally, you are coming back to your favorite options. Yeah, I mean, in the first three questions, we had two C's, but Aditya did not answer even a single C on the first go. So yeah, even I was surprised.
The master trick which I did take out at last second, you know,
Okay.
when I don't have anything else in front of me. So yeah, see, it's always.
So next time use that master technique right from the beginning. At least you will have a 25% probability of answering the question right.
And highest probability of getting marks in negative. So
Okay. Guys, still the chat box is empty. Did you guys understand how I got this equation? Do you have any doubts? Please ask me again. I need a response from everybody, guys. Okay. Great. Basically, the answer is C. You will get the value of X here, C, and that's the answer. Even there's one observation part wherein you won't require the help of the equation. See how? A bit on the tricky side, but yeah. Ajay does 3 units, sorry, Akbar does 3 units of work, and combined they do 5 units of work. How much work is to be done per day on an average? 4 units on an average. How will you get the average of 3 and 5 as 4 when you add them in equal proportion? So in 30 days, I will have to divide it equally, right? 15 and 15. That's one way you will get the answer. I know this part is difficult and tricky. This method I will discuss in detail in one of the chapters ahead, that is averages, mixtures, and allegations. This approach is very useful there, and that's the unique approach. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a trailer of what is to be there and how are various methods in which you can solve the question. So it's not that we have stopped learning algebra or arithmetic or anything. It's amalgamation of lot of chapters that we are learning. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that thing. Yeah, fourth question, guys. 20 days, please start. If you find the calculations are tough, use a calculator, but under 2 minutes.
20 days.
Start. Sorry?
Nothing.
Time's up, guys. I give you more than 2 minutes to solve this question. Let's see. This question is difficult or easy. Raman can do a piece of work in half the time taken by Kapil. Okay. So Raman, this question uses the reverse approach. Fine. So Raman can do a piece of work in half the time. That means the rate of their work, if Raman ka speed is 2x, Kapil ka speed is x, Sunil can do the same work in 1/3 of the time taken by Raman. Sunil can do the same thing in 1/3. So his speed would be 3 times Raman.
6x.
So yes, 6x, perfect. All three of them work on it for 30 days. So 30 days. So he does 6x work in one day, he does 2x and he does x. So in one day, how much total work will they do?
10x.
9x.
9x
Sorry,
addition.
sorry.
Yeah. So in 30 days, how much work will they do total? 270x. 30 into 9. Now Kapil leaves. So this part won't be available to us. Sunil and Raman complete the remaining work in 18 days. Now what is done? 18 days के लिए how much I can do one in one day? 8x.
Yes.
Yeah. So how much is 18 into 8?
144.
Yes, 144. So if I add 144 and 270, how much do I get?
414.
414x. This is the total size of the work.
Yes.
Now what is asked? How many days would it take Raman alone?
207.
That's it. Divided by 2x. Because that is the speed at which Raman does. So you'll get 207. Simple, easy, standard question. Like I said, guys, go for the LCM part. Here they had asked just the reverse approach. They had already given me the days. I had to find the rate. Fine. But the approach still remains the same. Ultimately, it boils down to these numbers and the unit of work. Yes, we go ahead.
I took it as, I just complicated. I inferred this, but I took it as k by 2 and then k by 6 per day.
Why are you taking k by
Same
2?
I have done.
I know that, but see, what happens sometimes, it even happens with me that I get k by 2, k by 6. Can you not multiply everything by 6? Wherein now you will have k, 2k and 6k. You can have it, right? The ratio remains the same. That is important. Got the lesson? Avoid ratios. Avoid ratios.
Kesari, in such questions, like, okay, LCM point is okay, but then if someone wants to take the total unit of work as 100, is it okay for them to take? Will we get an answer if we do
You will
that?
get an answer, but you won't find the calculations easy.
Because what I did is, like, it's, I know, totally unrelated, but still what I did is I took Kapil's efficiency, or the time taken by Kapil is 6x, then Raman would be 3x, and then Sunil would be x. So like they would come as perfect numbers, and then if I add all three of them, I would get 10x.
You
10x
cannot
into
add
30.
time. You cannot add time.
Okay.
You can never add time. You can see. Can you in time, distance, and speed? Did you guys add in relative velocity? You added and subtracted the velocity, right? Did you add and subtract the time taken? No, it's not added. time is not an you cannot add two times if they're not relatable to each other. The only thing that can be added is the work rate and the total units of work. Time can never be added, guys.
Yes, yes.
Anybody, any doubt? Or is this clear, guys? If it's clear, I'll move forward. If you guys have any doubt, I'll explain it. Remember this approach, guys. It's a very easy chapter. Just remember this approach. Take the LCM, move as per the question. Nothing fancy. You will 100% get the answer in close to a minute. At max, if the question is difficult, it will take 2 minutes. I mean, I'm giving you 2 minutes for an easy question. Okay, we'll move forward now. Sure. Attempt this one. 2 minutes. And see, don't be hard and fast. Like what sometimes it may happen, you have assumed some number, but because of further calculations, it becomes a fraction. Like let's suppose I'd assumed a number 10, but now I've been asked 1/3 of it or something. Now what will happen is it will become 10 by 3, and this by 3 will always be in the calculations. Instead, let us assume 30. So 1/3 will now become 10. There will be no fraction, nothing. With experience, you will come to know these things, but yeah, just a reminder. 2 minutes, guys. Start. If you guys have any doubt you faced in reading the question or understanding part, you can ask me right now itself. One more minute, guys. I've already given you 2 minutes. One more minute. I know this is a bit more than a moderate question, but still. Yes, Sohail, the answer is correct. I don't know if you have solved it or is it by this being one of your favorite options.
No, I did something in my brain that is very silly.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right, guys, time's up. I have just received one answer. This time I'd like to listen to first Sohail. I would share my approach later. First, let's listen his approach. Yeah, Sohail, go ahead.
Yeah, but it shows that Ram can do his work. It can per day he's doubling the work.
Yes.
So if day one, if we take it x, then the day two it will be 2x.
Yes.
And Salim does the work in 40% less time.
Yes.
Yeah, together if they take 2 days, if the work is constant, means I took like doing the same thing in. I took it x. If 2x is there, the constant means I took it under x. I removed minus. Means I increased the day and removed one x.
Okay.
Means like if second day is 2x, I done it. I reduced the work by half and added to it the next day.
Acha, okay.
And
So is
like
this
that.
how you got 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Then maybe Lady Luck is on your side somehow.
Yeah.
Guys, where did you get stuck? I know this is not an easy question. That I would agree with.
Yeah,
But still,
Kesri,
yeah, go ahead.
as given, Ram can double his ability from second day.
Yes.
So at time being, at third day he will do 4x of units. So Salim can do 40% less time
Yes.
than what Ram does. So Salim does 5 by 2 of what 5 by 2 of units what Ram has done. Is it correct, Kesri?
I will have to see with the fraction part. We'll see. We'll see. Don't worry. Anything else, guys? I'll discuss the perfect approach for substitute the fraction part. Don't worry. Anybody else, guys? Anywhere you got stuck or whatever angriness or willingness you have regarding the question, you can shoot it at me. No worries. Because it happens sometimes whenever I used to solve a doubt of somebody else. It happens like when you get a tough question, people generally would get angry and they would grow their anger on me. No, Prerit, your answer is not correct, unfortunately. Oh, you can change the options so quickly. Prerit, I want to know the reason why you changed your options so quickly.
Total work is coming around 5/3, so I thought either it would be 3. Earlier I got tell 5, so it must be 3 then.
So if you had the option of 5/6, so you would have answered either 5 or 6.
No.
I'm seriously surprised by the number of ways I can answer a question right now. I will have to close my shop and I will pay fees to you guys to learn how to bring Lady Luck to my side. Yeah, D is the correct answer, guys. But let's see the proper approach. Okay, so beginning with the second day, the amount of work Ram can do keeps doubling. Fine. So there's a specific capacity, but generally what happens is his capacity keeps doubling under special circumstances. And Salim, what he does is he takes 40% less time than the normal capacity of Ram, not the doubled capacity, right? The normal capacity of Ram. So what happens here is now, and since we are dealing with 40% less time, now whenever dealing with percentages, come up with a good number. Ram and what is next? Salim, R and S. So if I say Ram takes 10 hours to complete a work, how many hours will Salim take?
6.
6. Perfect. Guys, did you understand how we got 6? Guys?
Yes, Casey.
Okay, great. Now, if there are 10 hours, there's 6 hours. Can I take LCM as 60? So,
Yes.
I can determine the work done by R per hour is 6 units and work done by S per hour is 10 units under normal circumstances. This part is clear, guys?
Yes, Casey.
Yeah, this is hours. This is units of work. So 6 units per hour and 10 units per hour, or say per day, because we have per day here. So yeah, 6 units per day and 10 units per day. So according to the question,
Kesari,
yes.
I'm so sorry. I lost your voice in between.
Okay, sure. I will explain
Can
it again. I will explain it again. No worries. Yeah.
Thank you.
So R and S. If I take R as 10 hours, why am I taking R as 10 hours? Because it is given in the question, Salim can always do the work done by Ram in 40% less time. I can take 100 also, but that would be a bigger number. If there here it was given 35% less time or so, I would have taken 100. No worries that. But I can take 10 because of the liberty. It's given 40%. So if R takes 10 hours, will S take 6 hours? That is 40% less time.
Yes, Kesari.
Yes.
Okay, so 10 was a number taken by us for
Yes,
convenience.
it was taken by myself so that I can get the calculations easy.
Okay.
Yeah. So the LCM would be 60. So let us assume the total work done to be 60 units. Now 60 units in 10 hours. So that means 6 units in, sorry, this is days, my bad, not hours, the days here. Okay. Now 6 units of work is done in one day. Can I say this part?
Yes.
And 10 units of work is done by S in one day.
Yes.
Yes. Now, according to the question, owing to this increasing ability, Salim and Ram complete the job together in 2 days. So let us take R and S. How many units of work R will do in one day? 6. How much will S do? 10. Next, how much will R do on second day?
12.
12.
12.
How much will S do?
8.
Why 8?
40% less. Right?
Same.
Okay. How much will S do, guys?
He'll do the same amount of
10.
10. Let's hear everybody's opinion. Please type in the chat box, guys. I need to know that. That will make me clear how much everybody has understood the question. How
But-
much will
No,
S do on the second day?
S will do
How much work will S do on the second day?
7 point.
40% of 12.
40% of 12. No. See, guys, remember one thing.
7.2.
maybe 13.
One thing. Is S more efficient than R?
Yes.
7.2.
Yeah. And no, it's not 7.2.
Hmm.
What is given here?
He always do the work.
Always. That means
Always.
if R ka efficiency is changing, and to compensate this criteria, will the efficiency of S also change on second day?
Yes.
Yes. What is the ratio of their task? 6:10?
Yes.
Now their efficiency is remaining constant, right? Constant in the sense the ratio of their efficiencies should remain constant so that this condition can be satisfied.
So 20.
20.
Yes, it is 20. So if he does 12 work, naturally he will do 20 work. Got it, guys? Anybody, any doubt?
Okay, so we understood.
Everybody got it clear? Anybody who hasn't got it clear, please ask me right now. Okay, then I hope everybody is clear with this part. So this is 20 here. So what is the total work done? Guys, what is the total work done?
48.
Yes, it is 48.
Still 12 units is left.
No, 48 unit is done.
Okay.
48 is the total work done in 2 days because they complete in 2 days, right?
Okay.
Since they complete the work in 2 days, so this is the total unit of work. See, why I had gone for this part, I had assumed it. Okay, I had assumed the job to be this much so that I can get the ratio of it. I know I had assumed here 60 and we are only getting 48 here, and you might ask only 12, still 12 is left. I know that 12 is left, but you have to keep in mind one important thing. They complete the job in 2 days. That means this is the actual work. We had taken this number for simplicity, right?
Yes.
Why simplicity? So that I can get this ratios clear. Got this part right? Acha, one more thing. Guys, I had taken here 6 and 10. Can I have taken here 3 and 5? The ratio would still have remained same.
Yes.
I could have
But
taken
that
3
will
and
be a little complicated.
no, it won't.
Won't.
It will still be same.
No.
Ratio is remaining same, right? Instead of 6 and 10, could I have taken 3 and 5? Yes, I could have taken 3, 5, and I've still got the right option. See, the motto here of assuming a total quantity of work is only to ease your calculations, guys. Why we did not face any such situation in the previous questions? Because it is never given that how much days. See, here it is given how much days each of them complete the work. Here, is it given that in how many days R and S complete the work individually?
No.
No, it is not given. That's why I had used this 60 units just so that I could derive this ratio. This ratio is important here. Coming back, so the total quantity of work that is to be done is 48. Is this part clear, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Now it's 48. Now it is asking how many days it would have taken if the efficiencies had remained constant. And by that, I mean constant efficiency means R works 6 on one day, S works 10 on another day. But now, will the speed of R increase on second day?
No.
No, because under normal circumstances, that will remain the same. If this remains the same, and to honor this criteria of always, will S do 10 work also?
Yes.
Yes. Will he do the same on third day also?
Yes.
Yes. Now, how much are we getting?
3 days.
48.
Because
48. Does 48 and 48 match?
Yes.
So 3 days is the answer. I know it was more than moderate question, boys, but yeah, do revisit this concept once again, guys. Got it clear, guys?
Yes, KC.
Okay, great. This sixth question will solve it, guys, but I need you to take this seventh problem as homework. This is exact same as the fifth question we discussed right now, and same goes with this one. The system part, I've very clearly mentioned it, so there's no need to worry regarding that part. If you guys have any doubt, we'll get that thing sorted. Seventh and eighth part. Again, the ninth path, we'll see how much time we have, but that's it. So yeah, let's suppose we finish the task, and so we'll try to complete 2 questions now. So guys, we start this sixth question. This system is basically the tap concept I had explained. Two minutes, guys. This is an easy question, very easy. No, Aswik, the answer is not the correct what you have mentioned. Yes, now it's correct. Yeah, guys, just two answers. I was expecting at least 3, 4. All right, never mind. We'll solve it first and then discuss the doubts. So a pipe can fill a cistern in 18 minutes. All right. So this is a cistern, 18 minutes, and pipe B can fill in 24 minutes. Pipe C can empty in 36 minutes. What is the LCM of this, guys?
72.
72.
Yes, 72. Perfect. So what would be the rate at which these three taps operate? A at +4,
Two,
B at +3,
three,
and C at -2 because it is an emptying can.
yes.
Yeah. Now at 10 a.m. pipe A is opened, and this is per minute, guys, because here we are dealing in minutes. So at 10 a.m. pipe A is opened, and then at 10:10 pipe C is opened. So for 10 minutes pipe A is operating uninterrupted. So how much water is currently present in the tank in the first 10 minutes?
40 liters.
40.
Perfect. 40 liters of water is already present. Now at 10:10 pipe C is opened. So until next 10:15 a.m. pipe B is opened. So from 10:10 to 10:15 both A and C are operating correctly, right? So
Yes.
A is putting +4, C is putting -2.
-2.
What is the net effect?
4
+2.
minus 2 into 10.
+2, right? +4 -2, +2 for 5 minutes. So for the next 5 minutes, we have just +2 into 5.
Yes.
So what is the total water present now? 50 liters?
50 liters.
Yes. How much is remaining? 22 liters is
22.
remaining? Yeah. At 10:15, pipe B is opened. The time at which the cistern would be full is approximately. Now, 15 minutes have passed. The current timing is 10:15. Now at B is also opened. How much will be the total combination of +4, +3 and -2?
+5.
+5, right?
Yes.
Yeah, great. So +5, and how much is remaining?
22.
22.
22. So plus 5, 22 divided by plus 5 would be how much?
4.
4 point something.
4.4.
Yeah.
4.4.
And they have already given approximate. So 4 point something minutes, I can count it as 4 or 5 minutes something.
Means 10, 20.
And that would be after 10:15. So basically an answer around 10 minutes 20, 10 hours 20 minutes. Right?
Yes,
Yes,
Casey.
yes, got it.
Great.
Kesari, I actually used this work wala formula. Like I calculated the total number of work and uske baad I did. So which one should be easier? Like
Even I calculated the total number of work.
I mean, I took the LCM and that part like that I did. Like per this total capacity is 432 liters and per 1 minute 24 liters is flowing from pipe A.
Sorry, I could not hear you.
Yeah, actually I've calculated the total number of liters. Like I took the LCM,
Huh?
so I got it as 432 liters.
Okay.
So I found out the pipe
Hey,
A
one second. LCM of what? Sorry, I could not hear you correctly.
LCM of 18, 24 and 36.
That is 432.
Yes.
No, it is 72.
You multiplied all the three.
Why so?
मतलब
ठीक है, okay, but even you will get the answer with 432 also.
Yeah, with 432 I did. So I mean, what my doubt is exactly, I mean, this one which you showed is better one, but which is more time consuming? Like, should I follow this pattern or the pattern? I mean, in some sums you can follow this pattern, in some sums we might have to follow this pattern. So how do you differentiate between the sums? Like,
I could not differentiate between your this and this pattern. What is your first this and second wala this?
okay. I mean, you found out the minutes. I found out per minute how many liters.
Even I did the same thing.
Where did I get 20? Okay,
See?
because of the difference of the numbers. Okay,
See?
fine.
Plus 4 per minute plus 3 per minute. Even I did the same thing per minute.
Okay,
See,
fine.
you might have done a calculation error in 432. Like I said, if you deal with large numbers, your errors will be large too. If you deal with small numbers, your errors will be small too.
Yeah, that's the reason first time I've answered it wrong. Uske baad I've corrected.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I said, guys, this is pretty easy one. We'll take these two questions as homework. We have already done the part. Like, see, like we had the 40% ratio part where is working at 40% efficiency. And so we have the same part here. So you can solve this part. And I just now solved the tank wala question. It is quite similar, nothing new. So let's get this part. This is an interesting question and let's see if you guys can solve it. This is moderate level question, guys, not an easy one. So I will give you 3 minutes, but after 3 minutes I will discuss. 1 more minute, guys. It's an intellectual question. You won't have to do much calculation for it. If your starting point is correct, you are bound to get the right answer. Because option elimination won't work in this. No, Aditya. I think you have lost your way.
No, that was an answer to the previous question. Are you saying for B?
You have answered B for this question, right? Or for
No,
previous
no,
one?
that was for previous.
Okay, sorry, my bad. I did not see it. It
Yeah.
just popped on my screen right now. So yeah.
I thought that I didn't even answer from where is it coming.
Okay, sure. Time's up, guys. It's already 4 minutes. Anybody confused regarding the question, surprised with the question, angry at the question, or have any other feelings with the question? You can tell it to me right now.
I'm kind of, I don't know, in a fuzzy mood because I think he has included the concept of AP in this. So I was trying to.
Kind of, yes, kind
I
of.
was trying to use the formulas, but then it will not
If
lead
even
me
if
any.
even if you can do it with the basic logic, that works as well. Okay. All right, guys. Let's see. So we have here is, let's say tap 1 2 3 4. Let's start with basics. So if tap 1 takes 1 minute, sorry, 1 minute nahi, 1 liter per minute, how much will be the capacity of tap 2?
1 liter per half minute.
No. Yeah, 1
No,
liter
no.
per half minute. So that would be 2 liters per minute.
No.
How did I come to? So see, the rate of filling of the nth tap. Now n is equal to 2 here. Okay. So the rate of filling of second tap is such that it is equal to twice of all the taps from 1 to 1. So the rate is twice. Am I correct here?
Yes.
Yeah. Now let us put n is equal to 3 here. So for the third tap, what I will get is, it is equal
6.
to twice of all the taps from 1 to 2. Now 1 plus 2 is how much, guys?
3.
3. So this should be
6.
6. So this will be 6 plus 2 plus 1, that is 9.
Then it
9 ka double
keeps
would
on
be,
multiplying by 3.
yes, you can see it is getting multiplied by 3. So now let us assume, okay, let us take for example, I do not know the actual capacity of the cistern, but let us assume that the capacity of the cistern is 18, just for simplicity. Okay. Now, how much time will fourth tap take to fill the cistern? 1 minute. Right,
Yes.
guys? Third
Yes,
tap will take 3 minutes. How much will second tap take?
9 minutes,
9 minutes. And how much will the first tap take?
18 minutes.
18 minutes. Now, if I had something similar here, what would I have had? 54. Then again, it goes on increasing by 3 times, right? Is this
Yes.
part clear, guys? Yeah. So if this increases by 3, the timings will get reduced by 1/3.
Yes, Casey.
Yeah. So now let us see what they have asked. If the 18th tap can fill in 2 minutes, they have asked for the 15th. So 15, 16, 17, 18. Now from 18 to 17, the time will increase by 3 times.
Yes.
Yes.
17 to 16 it will increase by 3 times, and 16 to 15 it will increase by 3 times. So from 18 to 15, can I say 3 into 3 into 3, it will increase by 27 times?
Okay. 54 minutes.
And 18th tap takes 2 minutes, so this will take 54 because the ratio should be 27. Is this part clear, guys?
Yes, yes, Casey.
Everybody?
Kisvi, in starting, it is not 1/3 now.
Because even here the
Yeah.
ratio is 2, and this is only applicable for these two. After that, it's always
Okay.
3.
Can you tell me like from 8 for 18 tab it take 2 minutes.
Yeah, 18th it took 2 minutes.
Then how to come 54 like?
Okay. 18th will take 2 minutes. The 17th one will take 3 times
More.
Yeah. So how much will 17 take?
3 times more of
2 minutes?
okay 6.
Yeah, 6.
Okay.
16th will take 3 times more minutes.
Yes, yeah, got it.
18. 18 threes are 54. Got this part, guys? Everybody? Anybody? Any doubt, guys? Okay, then we'll take the leave for the day, and hopefully you guys have your test paper coming up, and then we'll meet after that. And if you guys have any doubt, you can post it on the WhatsApp group. If you guys get it solved among yourselves, that's good. If you guys do not, I will solve it for you guys.
So, Kesri, Saturday we have a full-length mock test of CAT 2019, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so it will be including all the 3 sections.
Yes.
Okay. And the points topics which are not covered yet also, just for the sake
Yeah,
of
it's
exposure.
just for the testing purposes. Like we just want to know how much is your base level, so that we can strategize how we have to move forward with each one of you guys, because we have to monitor the progress of everybody, right?
Yes, yes.
We are not here so that just we want only 1 or 2 guys into IIMs. We want everybody into IIM. So we need to know at what level you are comfortable right now, and then gradually we can scale your benchmarks, how much you have improved after every next test. So you can consider this as your zero test with base zero preparation test.
Okay. And Sunday will be discussion of the paper.
Sunday I am talking with Dia because I have some important task on Sunday. So I might or might not be available on Sunday because I have something important on Sunday, some task. I'm working on a project. So yeah, I have some huge task on that day. So let's see if my schedule allows me to take the session on Sunday. If not, I will take it the next day. It's not that you will miss the session.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, guys, anything else you wish to ask?
I have one query. Could you please post these sheets on WhatsApp group? My phone is not supporting content.
Okay, okay. You can ask anybody to post it. Guys, you have downloaded the sheets, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes,
can you
Casey.
please post it on WhatsApp group as well?
Yes, Casey. We'll do it after the class.
Okay, sure, sure. Thank you, Priya. Okay, guys, then we'll take a stop for today and let's meet